What is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're talking about Squadron aircraft in War Thunder. Now real quick before we dive too far into this one, please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe. It means a lot to the channel and helps the channel grow and means a lot to me. Also, the Discord is linked down below in the description. So Squadron aircraft are something that I feel are in a pretty okay state right now. We have a couple pretty cool ones. We have something like the Su-33, we have the JF-17, we have the F-117, and we have a couple that are a little bit, questionable in my opinion. We have that low-tier British, I believe, is the Tempest, or it's a low-tier dive bomber. And I think we really should get to see more squadron vehicles, and then deciding what sort of squadron vehicles we should and what we could see. Now, in the thumbnail, I'm actually using an image of an F-14, and the reason for that is an aircraft that could actually be a pretty cool squadron vehicle is the F-14D. Now, it doesn't really make sense as a event vehicle because we already have had an event F-14. It doesn't make sense as a tech tree vehicle because we already have two F-14s in the tech tree. And as a premium, it just doesn't really make sense either way. I think a squadron vehicle would actually be a really cool way for the for free-to-play players to actually be able to get the F-14D, but then also for people to be able to just buy it if they want it. I think that would make sense. I also think we should see, some more unique squadron vehicle aircraft. I think squadron vehicles should always be aircraft that are maybe we already have versions in the game, but they're a semi-unique version. Maybe an aircraft that carried a certain type of missile, or maybe an airframe that carried something that a different airframe didn't. Like example, we could get a F-15A that didn't have countermeasures but sat at a much lower BR. We could get an F-6F Hellcat with AIM-7 Sparrows. That was a real thing. I mean, really, squadron aircraft should be something that's fun to get and it's unique from different tech tree versions. And right now we're at a spot where, yeah, we do kind of have that, but also there is a lot of aircraft that are a lot like versions we have in the tech tree. And something like that, a good comparison to that is the American A4E. It is the best A4 in the American tech tree. It has more cast than the tech tree version, but it's a worse version of an AYET, which is the A4N found in the Israeli tech tree. So yeah, it gives America, capabilities of an A4, of a later A4, and until we get a later A4 for the US, that is. And it's a fairly okay-ish unique vehicle, but something like, the Firefly, I believe is what it's called, that low-tier British aircraft, it's not really unique by any means. If I remember correctly, it's pretty much just a copy-paste. Something like the JF-17 is also fairly cool. I mean, it's something I think we'll see in the tech tree at some point. We have the Su-22 for Russia that offers, I don't really think, a whole lot. If I remember correctly, I think it has more countermeasures than the tech tree version. Maybe a different sort of weapon kit, but I cannot say for sure. And, the F-117. F-117 is a perfect example of what squadron aircraft should be. It's a unique aircraft. It, could have also become, it could have done it as an event aircraft, but I think a squadron vehicle lets everyone get it. People who don't even necessarily play America have access to get it. Also, if you guys are looking to grind squadron aircraft and don't have a squadron, you are more than welcome to join MXN. We do squadron battles, so you do have to be fairly active. You do have to join the Discord, but that's, it's pretty straightforward. As long as you guys are active and fairly high level, you are more than welcome to join. Anyways, continuing with the video. I think right now squadron aircraft are in an okay state. I think as the game progresses, I would like to see more unique vehicles, more, I think the great thing is getting vehicles that are either don't really have a place in War Thunder. I think they should become, squadron vehicles, because having a whole event for an aircraft that maybe is a lower BR or lower rank, or maybe not as cool as to some people, I think would go off a lot better than, or would be a lot worse than just having them as a squadron vehicle. Gaijin can add squadron vehicles. I also think they should rework how you get squadron vehicles. Right now it takes way too long, in my opinion. You can be grinding like a Su-33 for several months if you have a very active squadron, and if you don't, well, good luck. I really think it does just come down to being able to actually get these cool aircraft and actually have cool aircraft come to the game. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this one. Let me know down below in the comments what sort of squadron aircraft you guys want to see. Do you guys think we'll ever see more newer squadron aircraft, or do you guys want to see more you know, Cold War and World War II era. That's personally what I like to see. I like to see more Cold War era, and World War II era squadron aircraft. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. Please make sure to hit that like button and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in a later video.